Master difficulty in the Division 2 isn't for the faint of heart. It's where enemies hit harder, push smarter, and punish every mistake you make. This build is the ultimate setup, forged for the toughest fights, crafted to shred through elite enemies, soak up insane amounts of damage, and turn every engagement into your battlefield. Master difficulty is the hardest difficulty in the Division 2, and it's tied to the climax mission for each season. Avoiding these missions isn't recommended since they reward you with some powerful exotics that are exclusive to the climax mission. The highly anticipated Tinkerer exotic mask, which is expected to be the best in slot mask for pretty much any DPS build, can only be obtained from the Year 7 Season 1 climax mission. Higher difficulty settings on the climax mission increase the chance of obtaining the mask as a drop, with master difficulty guaranteeing a drop on the first completion. The mask's talent, Abridged, applies the secondary weapon's talent to the primary weapon if both weapons are of the same type and are not exotic or named. This means if you want the best exotic mask in the game, you'll need the right build. Luckily for you guys, I got you covered. This build isn't easy to put together, but it's worth grinding for if you're missing some pieces. Your main and only weapon you need is the exotic Scorpio shotgun. As a pump action shotgun, the Scorpio delivers massive close range hits, perfect for shredding rushers, named enemies, or heavily armored elites before they can react. Because it inflicts multiple status effects, it's amazing for shutting down aggressive enemies in master difficulty. Your teammates benefit too, since the final debuff increases their damage output on marked targets. You'll also be using the exotic Memento backpack on this build. This backpack is one of the most powerful and universally loved items in the Division 2 because it gives you 3 types of bonuses at the same time: offense, defense, and skill power, and keeps them stacking as you play. The Kill Confirmed talent allows you to stack short-term and long-term buffs for your agent as you collect trophies. At full stacks, you're walking around with 30% more weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen permanently active until you wipe. This is huge considering it's buffing the damage of your Scorpio, regenning your armor quickly so you don't have to worry about popping any kits, and it will make your Crusader shield incredibly strong and difficult to break. For even more survivability, I highly recommend socketing Protection from Elites mods anywhere you can. With the pieces I have, you'll be able to reach 80% protection from elites, which will drastically lower the damage you take on master difficulty. 90% of the enemies on master difficulty are elites, so if you want maximum protection, these mods are crucial. I have a lot of Division 2 content on my channel, so if you're looking for the best builds as a new player or even veteran, this is the place to be. Really appreciate the support on these videos. The likes and engagement in the comments section is wonderful to see. I think we have a strong Division 2 community here, and I'm excited to watch it grow. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, leave a thumbs up, let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Let's get started. I'm using Survivalist on this build because it adds 10% more protection from elites. Also, if you decide to play with a group, your teammates will deal 10% more damage to enemies who have status effects applied to them. The fire grenades are also very nice for crowd control. You could also use Gunner for the armor on kill, or even Firewall for the extra damage from the Striker shield. Main weapon is the exotic Scorpio shotgun. Because it inflicts multiple status effects, it's amazing for shutting down aggressive enemies in master difficulty. You'll apply poison, disorient, shock, and at 9 stacks, your target will take 20% more damage from all sources. The crowd control is amazing because you'll have swarms of enemies coming at you. The Scorpio will stop them from shooting, which will give you more opportunities to deal damage while also staying alive. For the secondary, you'll use the named Lefty ACS-12 shotgun. This weapon comes with the perfect sledgehammer talent, which applies a debuff to enemies that you damage with your grenade. Since I'm using the Survivalist specialization, it is very easy to apply this debuff since the fire grenades cover a wide radius and also deal damage over time. Any enemy that is damaged by your grenade will take 20% more damage to armor and will have their movement speed reduced by 30%. For the sidearm, I'm using the named Orbit pistol with the perfect finisher talent. This talent will increase your crit chance and crit damage when you swap from this weapon after a kill. Works best for enemies that are close to death, obviously. In order to achieve 80% protection from elites, you'll need access to as many mod slots as possible. The easiest way to do this is with improvised gear, which can be crafted at the crafting bench in the White House. This gear doesn't come with any special brand set bonuses. Instead, it rolls with a mod slot, which isn't common for gloves, holsters, or knee pads. First piece of gear you'll need is the named Chill Out Mask. This unique gear piece rolls with 2 mod slots. In this case, you'll have a blue armor core, crit chance for your attribute, and 2 protection from elites mods. The best chest piece to use is the named 0F's chest piece. This chest is a Badger Tough variant, which means it will add 10% shotgun damage to your build. It has a blue armor core, crits for the minor attributes, protection from elites mod, and the perfectly unbreakable talent, which essentially replenishes your armor when it breaks on a 60-second cooldown. This can be incredibly useful if you get overwhelmed by a lot of enemies. After all, if you die in a master mission, you have to start all the way from the beginning. Next, improvised holster with armor, crits, and protection from elites mod. The Memento backpack is a must-have for this build. As you collect trophies from dead bodies, you'll increase damage, armor regen, and skill efficiency, which will make your Crusader shield more durable. At full stacks, you're walking around with 30% more weapon damage, 30% more skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen, permanently active until you wipe. Next, improvised gloves with weapon damage, crits, and a protection from elites mod. And lastly, Bellstone knee pads, which will enhance the maximum amount of armor regen on the build. Since one piece adds 1% regen, at full Memento stacks you'll maintain 4% armor regen on this build, which is about 80k armor per second. For skills, I highly recommend using a Reviver Hive, just in case things don't go as planned. You want to make sure you can get back up if you die. And the Crusader shield is fantastic for master difficulty. It adds an extra layer of protection that is very useful, especially when you have max Memento stacks, since your shield is going to benefit from that extra 30% skill efficiency, making it way more durable. Try this build out, guys. I highly recommend it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. The Tinkerer is going to be one of the best exotics in the game. I feel like it's really going to shift the meta, and it's going to create a lot of possibilities, way more opportunities for build crafting. If you're still struggling to find a build that works for you, especially solo during master difficulty, this might be the one for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be very much appreciated. Let's see if we can reach 500 likes on this video. If we can, that would be amazing. If you want to see more videos like this one coming very soon, I highly recommend subscribing to the channel. And if you don't want to miss any future videos, turn on those bell notifications so you are notified every time I drop a new video. Until next time, guys, take care.